You guys, hi, we're live. I'm Wendy.
My name's Tina Salisbury. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're so excited to be here and to share with you. So as you get on live or as you're watching the rebroadcast, make sure that you just leave us a comment. We want to know that you were here and that you were able to catch this. We know doing this during the day, it's not something that's going to be able to catch everybody. So for those of you who aren't able to jump on, we want to make sure that we do get you the rebroadcast and you get the information. So thank you, whether you're here now or you're joining us later. We're just so grateful for your time and to just tune in and let us be a little crazy for a minute.
Because we're kind of crazy together, just FYI. We were right before here. I like to play All I Do Is Win, Win, Win before I do any live calls. Have you guys hear that song? If not, write it down and then go back and listen to that song because it'll get you so pumped up. And then we're just kind of crazy together anyway. Hey, Bailey, Kaylee, Hillary. Hi, you guys. Welcome. So, like I said, my name is Wendy Bankhead. I am a 3-star diamond coach with Beachbody. And that doesn't really mean a lot to you guys right now. But I just want to tell you a little bit about kind of what that means. It means that I've been able to cultivate a team of emerging leaders who are also growing their own teams and finding success in their health and fitness. And financially, I've been a coach. I signed up in 2010. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a background and then Tina's going to do the same. I signed up in 2010 because I thought it was cool. I didn't know anything about it. I was doing Turbo Jam in my one-bedroom apartment. I found out about the coach opportunity. I loved Shakeology. I signed up and I did nothing with the business side. I didn't even know. I didn't care to learn about it. And then in 2013, I was like, why am I not figuring this out? And the reason why it kind of sparked is because I had a baby in 2011 and it rocked my world. I went from a corporate sales executive position for 10 years to staying at home, watching Dora, wiping butts a lot of times a day. And I was like, what am I doing? Oh, and let me not forget to mention, I was eating a lot. Eating a lot and wearing big, huge sweatsuits. Ralph Lauren sweatsuits from Costco that I cut the legs off because they were so big and baggy. Cody got me extra large. You guys, it was like, I mean, he came home to this hot mess every day, the poor guy. So anyway, in 2013, so I'd been home for a full year plus a couple months. In 2013, I was listening to one of our training calls and I was like, why am I not doing this? Like I could stand to lose some weight. I hate not earning my own money. It bugged me badly after I was used to being not to do my own horn or anything, and Tina's in the same category above me, earning 6 figures. And I like having my own money. I don't like asking for permission to go buy shoes and stuff, whatever I want. That was hard, so I was like, I am missing the boat on this coach opportunity. So I decided right then, February of 2013, I'm in, I'm all in, I'm going for it. I don't care if people don't like my posts. I don't care if they roll their eyes when they see I'm not in shape. I have a long way to go. I'm not perfect. And those were things that had stopped me before. And right then I just drew the line in the sand and I was like, no more. This is about what I need and about me and what I need to be for my family. And I'm going hard for it. And I've never looked back. And we'll talk throughout this how it's changed both of our lives. But that's just a little brief update or background on my story and how I became a coach. And it's changed every aspect of my life.
Nice.
So I'm gonna move to the side so Tina can fully get in here.
How are we gonna do this? We had a little tripod.
We're not tech experts, dudes.
Little tripod difficulty, so you get us close in, and we love each other. So
I put lots of deodorant and perfume on.
But my name is Tina Salisbury, and Wendy and I, we first met each other working at our corporate career. So we worked for a global recruiting company, and she moved into the Salt Lake office, and really, I was at a point in my career where I needed somebody to really make sure I got my act together and just hold me accountable and be together. I know, and I chose her. And we just became really good partners and really good friends, and have always pushed each other, but had a lot of fun together too. So and she became my confidant in a lot of things that I needed and was struggling with. And one of the things that I struggled with the most in working outside the home was just an always feeling like I was lacking in being there for my family. There were so many things as I started having kids and that I wanted to be more present and be home and be able to be there for their activities and the things that they had. And I didn't have the time to do it. Working 10 to 12 hours a day, and I'd come home so tired and spent from giving everything to my job that I just felt like a terrible mom for not having anything left and no energy to give to my kids too. And for a long time I struggled with that, because really in my mind, we needed my income, and I was highly successful, and I just felt like, to be successful, this is the way it was. This is the way it goes. You have to work out, you have to work 10 to 12 hours a day, you put everything into it, and that there just was no other way to help take care of my family and be more present. So I just kept doing it. And it was probably 5 years before I took courage to say, I have to find a different way, right? Because I just tried to keep making it work. My favorite word is balance, right? Trying to find this balance that one day I was just gonna wake up and magically everything was gonna fall into place, and it was gonna just be smooth sailing, and I was gonna be a present mom, and I was gonna be a rock star in my job and all of these things, but balance really wasn't about that. It was about, finally deciding what my priorities were, which ones I wanted to make first, and putting those first in my life. And when I finally decided that, all the pieces started falling in place, because when you put that focus, it doesn't mean that you can do everything. It just means that the things that aren't as important in your life, they fall out, right? Or you allow them to take a back seat to what you need to be doing. So with a lot of courage, I actually quit my job 3 times.
I couldn't believe when she finally actually really did it. I was like, okay, you're quitting, yeah. And then
3 times I quit my job, and the last time I finally actually left.
Because they wouldn't let her quit because she was the top. That's why.
So, but then I found myself as a stay-at-home mom, and I remember that first day, like it felt so right to be there. So I knew it was the right place, but that didn't alleviate all of the concerns of why for 5 years I hadn't left my job, right? The financial, financial needs for our family. I love to work. I enjoy having that aspect of that for me, right? Of that fulfillment of hitting goals and crushing it, and so I knew I started to miss those pieces, and the stress financially of trying to calm myself down to know that in 3 or 4 months when we don't have this income and something comes up because our budget was so tight, we're gonna be okay. I just couldn't let that go. It just festered in me. But Wendy and I had lunch one day, and she's like, Tina, you should do this. And I said, Wendy, no, I should not do this. I should not do this. Do you know how much stress it took me to just leave my job and be home to be a mom, right? I need to be a mom. There's no way you can work and be very successful at something and do this and be a mom. So I told her no, and I told her no, and I told her no. We went to an event, loved the people that I met there, but she gave me some samples of Shakeology. And, I said, thank you so much, and went home and put those in my cupboard. Never tried them.
I know.
Never used them.
I knew that already.
And, but one day I saw them, felt guilty, and I said, I should make these. Wendy gave these to me. I know she spent money on this. I should try this. So I made them for Jared, for my husband, and I sent him off to work, and I said, Wendy really wants you to try these. And he did, and I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, sweet, I used them, now I don't feel bad. And he came home several days later, and he was telling me how great he felt. Now, this is a guy who stops for donuts and, rock stars on his way to work, right? So for him to say, this felt good, and, all of a sudden there was this little spark to maybe work on his fitness and nutrition, and I was like, okay, I'm all in to help you. What can we do? And, we didn't have a lot of money, so I actually, when he decided to start doing a program and using Shakeology regularly, we needed a discount, or wanted to take advantage of that, because why not? Save 25%, So I signed up as a coach to help my husband to be successful with these Beachbody programs. And he lost 21 pounds in 21 days. And it was amazing to see not the weight loss, but the life he gained back. He came from being somebody who came home and crashed on the couch just like I was, no energy, completely spent after the day, feeling terrible as a father for not being able to go do more. And I saw him come home, work out, go outside, play soccer with our son, and be so much happier in his life. And I said, what happened just now? And I thought, okay, well, if this happened for him, then I better see if it can happen for me. And I was pregnant at the time with my daughter Kennedy, but I went I started just doing what I could with my nutrition, which was the biggest key, what I needed to change. And I started using Shakeology, and all of a sudden I wasn't sick anymore in my pregnancies like I had been with 4 other kids. She was my 5th, and I had just been sick for 8 months. 8 months the prior, and I, it started working for me. And I remember the day, 4 weeks after I had her, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. Nothing had ever worked for me. I stayed plateaued, and I'd always worked out, but I was like, I'm gonna be all in on the plan. And to see that scale fall just 6 pounds for me in 3 weeks was shocking to me, honestly, that I could do something and that something actually worked. And I just thought to myself, this wasn't as hard as I had thought it was going to be, and I need to share this with people. And from there, I just was scared to death to post anything. I'd never been on social media. I'd never been on Facebook. So I had no people connected to me, and really, wasn't a fitness expert. I wasn't a nutritionist for sure. And so I thought, what in the heck am I going to share with people? Because, I need to be this expert right now. But I just took a brave leap of faith, and I shared a post about a book that I had used while I was pregnant, and what it did for me.
After she had the baby. Not during. She asked if you lost 6 pounds
not
during
6
pregnancy.
pounds during pregnancy.
4 weeks after.
Yeah, I gained 26 pounds with Kennedy. So no, this was after. But I had just heard from people, and they said, thank you so much, or I'm planning to get pregnant, or I just had a baby too, and that really helped me. And I was shocked that somebody would even reach back out and tell me that mattered. But it did. And I just I share that because you live in your story, right? And where you don't find where at first I just didn't feel really any worth of myself when I looked at myself physically and emotionally, to really feel like I had anything to offer to people. But as I started to just slowly implement these small changes into my life, it sparked me to feel better about myself, and I wanted to give that to anyone that I could, because I knew so many busy moms, working moms, stay-at-home moms that were so busy and needed to grow in their life, and have that too. So why wouldn't I share that with them? And that's what we're really here for today. And
that's exactly why. It's because we've loved our results and the products, and we wanted to share that. And it's like you share favorite restaurants, favorite movies, favorite stores to shop in. Why wouldn't we share this? And to get the bonus is you can earn an income from doing that. And we will talk about that. But we want to just share with you what exactly we do as coaches, because you see us post on social media. That's how we're all connected here. That's why we're all here. It's a miracle. And I was like Tina too. I was like, when I signed up for Facebook, I was not going to post a profile picture. I was not going to post a status update ever. I was just like, I just want to creep on other people's stuff. I just want to see what people are doing. What are you doing? What are you into? Who are you with? That's what I wanted to do. I would not want to post anything. So a big part of what we do is utilizing social media. And it seems so scary at first, but I promise you ease into it. We have world-class training. In fact, I was just listening to a training from a girl who works for John Maxwell. And if you don't know who John C. Maxwell is, he is a motivational speaker, an author. He's written 100 books. I mean, look him up and read his book, seriously. He's like, he goes and he trains companies on how to maximize their productivity and change morale and things like that. But anyway, this girl, her name's Rachel, she's worked directly for John Maxwell for 13 years. And she was on a training for our team, and she said, part of what I love about being a coach is the training, because she's a trainer for like Coca-Cola. She's a trainer for like Michelin tires. I mean, all these gigantic companies. And she's like, the training that you get as a Beachbody coach is world class. So we have social media training. We teach you how to post, how to not be a crazy, annoying salesperson, you guys. Look at our pages. Right. Go look at our pages. We were talking about this yesterday, and I thought it was genius. Go look at our pages. Are you seeing Beachbody? Buy this. Here's my link. All you see are stock images of Beachbody products. Like, you do not see that on our page. My gosh, don't do that.
I mean, what you really do on social media is inspire people, right?
Exactly.
Really help them to just sparks of interest, the things that can grow, help them to grow, help them to be more confident, to build that belief, and to know what to do, right? We all need simple ideas and tips and tools, and that's what that's what we want to share. That's what we would expect you to do as a coach, you know,
Right.
isn't to all of a sudden you become a poster board for, you know, this company that you've partnered with, because you are your company. And that's the really great thing is, you know, the more that you're sharing who you are and what you're going through, and people see that, they get excited, right? Nobody gets excited to see Jillian Michaels and she says, I've got 6-pack abs, and they're like, good for you, Jillian Michaels, because we never will.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to. I'm not trying to get a 6-pack.
But when you see a mom that's just like you, who's working full time, that, you know, has had 4 kids, that, you know, was able to lose 10 pounds and is excited about that, or goes to the beach with her family and doesn't feel like she has to wear a cover up anymore, and you see yourself in that story, like, that matters. And that's what you get to do. That crazy cool thing is you get to be that person that inspires those people. And I know that will be scary at first, right?
Yes, it is scary at first.
Because we all kind of have that fear of what people are going to say and what they're going to do, and the expectation in our head of what's going to happen. But I have to tell you that it's just not true, right? We put those things on ourselves, and a big part of what you are going to do as a coach is work on you, right? Not only that journey of getting healthier with your nutrition and with your fitness, but really fostering your mindset, right? I was listening to a book this morning by Brian Tracy, and he talked about how, you know, the thing that we need to spend the most time on is our thoughts, right? And thinking. Right? And think about that, because as you put the right thoughts in your mind, which come from what you fuel your mind with, right? If you fuel it with negative news, it's going to be negative news. You fuel it with positive thoughts, you're going to have positive thoughts or beliefs or things like that, and that's going to affect your choices that you make. And from those choices, that's going to affect what actions you take to move forward, and those actions are going to determine what kind of results you get. So our job, right, and this is the crazy cool part, is to fuel your mind with positive things to make you feel unstoppable, so that you go and accomplish crazy cool things in your life. That's what you do as a coach, and you learn how to do it, and then you start to do it, and you duplicate that and pass that on to other people. So, you know, that growth in your life, you know, think about that, because it's not about losing weight. It's not posting selfies. It's not drinking a shake. Like, the thing that you're doing as a coach is fostering a positive mindset in your life, and that belief to go do whatever you want. What I want to do with what I do in this business is different than what Wendy wants to do, you know, and what other people want to do. But what are the things in your life? Like, comment below. Like, what is something that if you had unlimited money or unlimited time, what would you want to be doing in your life, right? Like, that's what this creates the possibility for, is for you to go to not only have the means to do that, but the mindset to do that, right? The belief that that could be possible for you.
The time, the flexibility, you know, it's like, of course, unlimited money would be great, but like, so maybe people that unlimited money usually, like, I mean, they're at an office 12 hours a day. You know, you think of like lawyers or CEOs, and it's like, you can have that, but you may not have that flexibility, and this incorporates all of that. And maybe you're not a mom yet, maybe you're not married yet, maybe it's about what you want to do and what you want in your life. And you want to be, for me, before I met Cody and got married, I wanted to be secure. I wanted to know that I never had to depend on a guy to support me or to lean on or to pay my rent or whatever. So that was a super big, important thing. And I worked dang hard for 10 years before I met him to be sure that I had that capability. And I knew, you know, when we were just dating, if something didn't work out, I was fine. I was not relying on him. So maybe you're not in the same situation as us right now. And it can be whatever it needs to be for you. So back to what a coach does, because we can go off on tangents, you guys. We can go off on tangents. But back to what we do is we do post on social media. We do work on our self-growth. And you hear us talking about these books, right? When I was working at a corporate job, I'm like, they wanted me to read a book. I was like, screw you. I'm not reading a book. Like, I'm here 12 hours a day, and then I have an hour drive home. You want me to go home and read a book? Like, yeah, suck it. And I was just, but now with this, I'm so passionate about it. Like, I'm in the car, I'm listening to a book. I'm, you know, getting ready, I'm listening to something on tape, or I'm reading a couple minutes a day, whatever. So you're working on your own growth, and then plugging into this community. And I think you can probably see, like, you meet these people, like, we've known each other, but we've become friends and close friends. I'm hosting a retreat for my leaders. Tina's, of course, one of them that will be here next week. And some of us haven't even met in person yet.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
so
like,
fun.
You meet people and you become part of this healthy community. And it's like, you know, you read, you become the person. You're the sum of a person. You're the person, the sum of five people. Blah, you know.
Spend the most time
yes,
each day.
That. And it's like, maybe they're not like next to you each day, but on social media, like you can be with all these people complaining and negative and going out and having like 70 beers a weekend. And I'm not against having beers on the weekend, but going through drive-thrus, those are, you know, that's who you become. But with this community, like you do not have to be perfect, but you're part of this community that's uplifting. And they're like, gosh, I just tanked. I just like had 3 donuts, a Krispy Kreme or whatever. And I'll tell Tina, she'll be like, dude, who cares? Like, go do your workout, drink your shake, because at least you're getting one healthy thing, and get back on track. Like, we're here for you. You don't have to be perfect. So you really plug into the community and you really build relationships. Do you want to talk about the groups?
Which is the fun part of that, right? Is building that relationship. And you might think, okay, well, I don't know anybody, or I don't know how to do that. And you don't have to, you guys. We will help you to learn how to do that, how to be comfortable with that, because most of us don't get the opportunity to learn how to do that, right? It is a skill that's just not really taught, but how crazy cool to be able to, again, like just better the relationships that you already care about in your life, and also be able to continually add in new ones and meet people from all across the world, really. Yeah. And, you know, the United States, Canada right now, we're going to open up international markets this year. So, I mean, you really have this amazing network. And, you know, how we plug everybody in. So we run these groups, accountability groups is really probably the best term for them. And in these accountability groups, you help people to plug into their fitness and their nutrition. And, you know, again, the great thing is you don't have to be an expert. They're not coming to you so that you can develop a meal plan for them, right? Like, we have those. You know, the amazing thing with teaming with a company like Beachbody is, I mean, this is they had over $1 billion in sales last year, you guys. I mean, who hasn't heard of P90X or Insanity? If you haven't, like, comment below. We need to talk. But, you know, and that doesn't mean that everyone has, you know, wants to do Insanity or P90X. Right. I mean, they've got over 40 programs, everything from, you know, dance cardio coming out, which is similar to like a Richard Simmons style coming out next week. Like, seriously, you know, having fun
People
with that.
People love it.
Heavy weights to cardio, you know, like, so there's something really for everyone, and that's really fun too. All you have to do is connect people to the tools that they're excited about, and then give them a place where they check in every day. So they check into these groups, and we help you to learn how to give them motivation, to have, you know, some templates and some ideas of what to post and how to help support people, right? And we all do better when we're working together towards a goal. When you're not hiding out at home in your sweatpants saying you're gonna get tomorrow I'm gonna get started, right? And you have somebody saying, hey, we missed you today. Where were you? Yep. You know, and you keep going because you're
They don't do that at the gym when you don't come.
No,
the counter person's not calling you like, hey, Tina.
And they don't teach you about nutrition at the gym either, unless you want to pay $1,000 for like a nutritionist or something, right? You know, so you get all the tools, and the fun part about that is you're doing it right alongside them, right? Like, I'm there every day posting my workout, posting about my Shakeology, sharing what I ate for dinner, right? Because I want to work on me too. I want to grow. I want to keep doing this. And as I keep learning new ideas and things that are working, I can pass that on to other people to keep doing it too. And we just make each other better. It does become this family, this community, both from the business side as well as the fitness side, to help you to get to where you want to go. And I think anyone who, you know, might be watching that is a coach, or, you know, is already on our teams or in our boot camps, you know, they would, you know, I know they'll speak to that from the heart, you know, that this is really the piece that really has kept them going. So
I just want to add to that too, because I think, like, maybe you've been in a challenge group with us and you've had good results or whatever, but maybe you've fallen off, and that's okay, because we all have dips. But I'll tell you, where where people get in the best shape of their lives is when they become coaches, because all of a sudden you're putting it out there and people are looking to you. And that's, you want to talk about accountability? It's like, you know, there are some people out there, I mean, I hate to say it, there are some people out there that aren't cheering you on when you're on this fitness journey, and they want to see you go downhill. And that, in my mind, I'm like, you won't see that. You will see me eat donuts and you will see me drink wine, but I am not going to cash in and let myself go downhill, because people are counting on me. I would be letting people down who said, I trust you to help me with my fitness. So you want to talk about a higher level accountability. That is where becoming a coach really takes you to the next level, you guys. And it's fun. And you just feel like you continue to build on what you're doing. You might have slides, you don't have to be perfect, but you look back to where you came from and you just keep going, and you have these people around you doing that same thing.
Yeah. And you guys, you save a lot of time too, right? Like, you aren't coming into something where you reinvent the wheel either, right? Like, the great thing is, we have systems in place, and you learn those, and you learn how to do that. You learn how to run a group. You learn how to help somebody get started right, and how to do these things, how to provide training because of what you get. And all you have to do is just then pass that same thing forward. Like, it's easy and it's duplicatable. It's not a complicated process. It doesn't have to be something where you have to spend hours and hours of time. That was a struggle for me, because again, I was leaving the stress and pressure of a job so I would have the time to be with my family. So, when Wendy approached me to consider this opportunity, I immediately thought, okay, well, I'm not going to do another 8-hour day, right? And a lot of people, most of the people that I initially start working with as coaches are working, and they don't have 8 hours a day. So I want you to know, like, you don't have to feel like you have a lot of extra time and feel pressure that you have to put 8 hours a day into it. I would say, to be a successful coach, you need to be working a couple hours a day. Like, if you want to grow this
to work
from a business opportunity, from a monetary standpoint, you have to put the time into doing it. It's not just going to happen on its own. But, in that 2 to 3 hours that you might devote, that comes the time for you, right? The time for your workout, the time for your development, as well as connecting with other people and helping other people be successful. So it's selfish, really, right? And it's a good type of selfish. It's good for us to be selfish and spend that time. And this is something, what's great about it is it's virtual. You guys, people in here from all over the country, everywhere, right, that we work with, and we can work together, and it's fun. 80 to 90% of the work that I do is from my phone.
Anywhere.
And I can do it, if I need to plug in while I'm on vacation.
In the Dominican Republic, I don't know if you
sitting
noticed.
on the beach,
we were just there.
Yeah, just showing you a picture. That was my job. That was my job, to show you how fun it was to be on that trip, right?
And it was
fun.
fun.
And it was fun. So enjoy that, and know that you guys don't have to. When I saw the vision of what was possible with this, I took that excuse of not having time away, and I made time to make this work, because it was so worth it to be able to put my family in a situation that I wanted to give me the ability to do things for my family, like take them on a vacation to Hawaii last year for 7 people for 9 days, and totally paid for it with the money that I made from my Beachbody business, and make myself an office and a really cool super gym downstairs in my basement. And I did that all with my business, right? So it's really fun and motivating to see where you can go in your life from where you are, because you plug into this, right?
And help other people be successful, because you can't be successful if you're not helping other people be successful.
Right. So a couple ways that you earn money, right? Because that's probably on your mind too. So you earn a commission for everyone that you help get started. So you earn 25% commission on any sales or products that go through your website. So they give you a website, right? You guys don't even have to create these tools. It's all there for you. Websites, you don't stock products here. They take care of everything. They have amazing customer service to help support anything that your customers need, right? So you can take that pressure off that you're gonna have to invest a lot of money into that up front, that you're gonna have to take a lot of extra time, because
home parties.
Yeah,
home parties.
You have all of the tools for that. So you reap the rewards, right? Just for working out, doing what you're supposed to, sharing that with other people, blessing people's life and serving them, you can earn 25% commission. And then the second way that you can earn income is through team cycle bonus. So again, to Wendy's point of help, what team cycle bonus is helping your team be successful, right? So if I were coming into this, and when I did come into this, I felt pretty good knowing that, I was, if Wendy wanted to be successful at this, if it was something she wanted to make money at, then, she was gonna have to make me successful, right? And that felt good to know that I was gonna get that type of support, and, that she was gonna be there for me and help me every step to know what I needed to do. So she can't take the actions for me, but she laid the path that was easy for me to follow and know exactly what work I needed to put in to do so that I could be successful. And now that's what I do for my coaches. And it's amazing to see, over the 2.5, 3 years that I've been a coach with Wendy, like, to see that grow, you know, to see it flourish with that. So that's where it gets really great, and that's kind of the foundation piece, is to that team cycle bonus. So just helping more people helps you to financially earn the bigger rewards with that.
I want to say something too, just maybe we're going to cover this, but just so you know, when you sign up, there are some companies out there, and you guys, we are a direct sales or network marketing company. I didn't know what that was when I signed up. I had never been exposed to it. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, a coach, that'd be fun. So it might sound, I don't know. I mean, I think people maybe have a bad connotation of it, like they have to be pushy and salesy. And we've already talked about you're just inspiring people, because my gosh, you do not want to be pushy and salesy and pushing things on your family. But I know some other companies, I've heard, when people sign up, they get, like, if Tina joined me under my team, which she did, I would get some like big bonus when she signed up. That's not how we work. And then what happens is they get their bonus and they don't train. They don't have to make you be successful. Honestly, unless people come in and want to be successful, we don't get a dime from you joining our teams. That's not how it works at all. We don't get a sign-up bonus. We make zero unless we help you to be successful. So I just feel like that comforts people to know that we're not trying to like hurry up and join our team. We get our money and then it's like, see ya. That's just not how we roll. So I just needed to like throw that in. And you know what, Jennifer? We'll talk about that after, because there are a couple different things with working for different multi-level marketing companies or direct sales companies that you have to take into consideration. So I'll talk with you about that. But that's a great question. Okay, we'll talk. Yes, Tammy. So Tammy is one of our top coaches, and she also was part of a different multi-level marketing company, and it was all about sales, pushing sales. And you guys, I don't even know the inner workings of specific companies. I'm not trashing it. All I know is that it is a beautiful thing when it's done right with integrity. Like, you don't feel like it's just so different. So anyway, I wanted to just briefly touch on that because I don't want to take up all your time, of course. So let's move on.
So I want to just tell you, so we're going to talk about how to get started, you know, what happens as a coach, okay? Now that you know what we do and how that works, and that you're working on yourself as well as helping other people, like, how does that work, right? So when you sign up as a coach, you get training, right? So we've got training to kind of just teach you the fundamentals of the business, to teach you what to do every day, for yourself, and then how to start connecting, like we said, with other people, some social media training, all of those things. So it's a structured training that you get, as well as you get access to all of our systems and all of the scripts and information and how we do it, and how you are able to ask more questions and really be more consultative to people to understand what they need, right? Like, I love that. I love that. It isn't, hey, are you interested? Are you interested to buy this? You know, you never do that. You never do. And we teach you how to take that, that perception of icky sales out of this, to allow you to really feel excited about helping people because of what you learn, how you can do it, right? By learning what their needs are and really speaking to those. Right. So you get to learn all of that. You're plugged into trainings. There's a national wake up call every Monday morning from the corporate team of the most successful coaches in the network, teaching you about building your business, about building your belief, about how to help your team better, right? Like, so these things that you can take and immediately impact to make your business better. We've got team calls and trainings. There's a lot for you to plug into to be successful. So it's you taking those tools, right? That's what it's all about, is you taking what's there and starting to build your business, build your belief in yourself, and to start running with that. So you get that when you get started. So we're going to help you get started on your journey. We're going to help you to plug into how to do this right, and to make an impact. So you start your business with Team Beachbody for $39.95. $39.95 gets you the coach membership. So again, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You don't have to buy products. You don't have to do anything. Right. But there is I guess a girl boss way to get started that I think is important, right? Because again, you have to build belief in what this is. You can take our excitement and our love for these products, but until you try them and until you actually see the results for yourself. Like, that's what helped me, right? I needed to not just hear that Wendy loved this shake, you know, but I needed to see in my life that it worked, that it helped my husband to get to where he wanted to go, to help me get to where I wanted to go. So, you know, you can start with getting the fitness program. So they have everything digitized now. So you get what's called the All Access Pass, where you get access to every single program, all of the nutrition tools, the fitness tools, the portion control eating plan that teaches you how to eat the right portions and, you know, see things on your plate the right way. You get 30 days of Shakeology so that you get a dense nutrition every single day, right? So that you're getting a healthy meal that's easy and convenient and just an easy win and a good way to have chocolate.
A quick, easy win. Oh, the chocolate.
A good way to have chocolate.
I want another one right now.
Right? So you start with you. So start and invest in that for you, and they waive the $39.95 fee so that so now you're starting a business for free. So you guys can do this and start building and helping other people. As you share what you're doing, it's going to get people excited. So, I mean, our goal is to help you get that return on investment, every single penny that you invest, to earn that back. And then to maintain your coach membership, we pay a $15.95 fee, and that maintains your websites. So you actually get 3 websites. I choose to just use and focus on one, but there's really 3 websites that, you know, you can take and they're fully developed. You don't have to do anything. Like, you just plug in your information into there so that people can see your story and in your profile, and we teach you how to do that. And you've got all of the tools, like the back office tools, to look at the numbers and metrics and monitor your team and
trainings and a huge library of trainings.
So there's just so much there for you, and that's it. That's your total investment to run a business that can make you up to 7 figures, you know, a 7-figure income earner, if that's what you want to put into this. And so that's pretty exciting. And I mean, who can beat that?
It's super exciting. So let's take a minute before we kind of wrap up. And will you guys post any other questions that you have? Like, what didn't we cover, or what left you wondering? What's still in your mind? Like, while we're live, is there anything else? You guys, please don't be shy. Just tell us what's on your mind. We'll shoot you straight.
Yeah, and again, if you're watching this later too, don't hesitate to write questions
comment
as well, because I know everyone's not, you know, working or not live right now. So, you know, even if you're catching this later, go ahead and put those in too.
Yep.
And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to share, I shared this quote on my social media today, but I thought it was important. But, you know, it really kind of hit home as to why, you know, why wouldn't, instead of just going to work on yourself, instead of just, you know, becoming a customer and, you know, trying the products, why would you want to sign up as a coach right now, right? So this is about serving other people. You are designed in a special way by the Creator to only feel good about yourself when you are serving other people. Your level of self-esteem, your personal value in liking yourself is largely determined by making a greater contribution to the lives of other people than what you're taking out. Your rewards will always be determined by your service. To increase the quality and quantity of your rewards, increase the quality and quantity of your service. And I think you just find that, right? You know, we all want to be a part of something bigger. We all want to give back. We all want to be able to help other people. You know, and the only thing holding us back, again, is those limitations we put on ourselves, because we all want that. And I just, you know, if you look at coaching, as you serve other people in their health and fitness, you get healthier and fit. As you serve other people to just believe in themselves, or just put a smile on their face, that puts a smile on your face every single day. You know, as you want to be better in your relationships with your family, your friends, and expand your circle your network of friends and family that you have, and as you go and serve those people, that expands, right? You want to be more positive in your life, spread positivity. It just, in every aspect, coaching has elevated my life, has elevated Wendy's life.
Good way to say it.
And it's all just because we serve. That's all we do. So if you want to make yourself better in any aspect, in every aspect of your life, then do it with this, right? Lead with this. Lead with serving other people. and everything else will fall into place. You'll have the fitness, you'll have, you know, the development and training, and you know, you'll fuel your mind with positivity. You'll be surrounded by the right people. There's just nothing bad.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad that can come from this opportunity, and it pays you back. You know, it's not even something that you pay into and don't get anything back from. You know, I mean, aside from monetary, I mean, who wouldn't have these things and pay $1 million a year to have this in your life? And so I hope you see that, and I hope that we've conveyed that to you, because that's, more than anything, that's the most important thing that we want to leave you with.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
Thank you guys for being here today. Is there anything else you want to follow up with?
I don't think so. I just, it's changed my life. It's turned me from feeling sorry for myself, staring out the window, kind of feeling like I'm lost and I don't have anything for me anymore, and I have no identity, to, you know, a confident back in the role as a businesswoman and a mentor and a leader. And that's what I love. I love to train people. I love to just be surrounded by these women, and I love the possibilities and the challenge and the health side. I've just never felt better, and you can't help but want to share that. So that's what we want to do.
So we want you to get started. We're so excited to welcome you onto our teams. So the next step, you should reach back out to Wendy or I, or to the coach that invited you to listen into this call. You know, let's go through any other questions or any hesitations that you feel like you have that maybe we didn't cover, so that you feel good about this opportunity, and then get on board. You need to get on board. So, and we want you to do it now. We actually, our new coach training starts the first Monday of every month. So if you guys think about that, today's May 12th. You've got 2 full weeks to get started on a program, to start getting results for yourself, so that as you start becoming a coach, that you have the opportunity to share that. We've got some trainings that we love people to watch before they get started with kind of the official training. So, in doing that, you know, so you've got time. You sign up now to do that. And we want to give you a bonus today, because we're just super excited.
I was really pumped about this. This is her idea.
So, and we've put together a 5-day confidence training just for you, just for people who sign up by the end of the day Sunday. So over this weekend, we have a 5-day training that's just going to be exclusive to those coaches who sign up and get started right away, because we're so excited to work with you and can't wait to welcome you to our team. And again, that's where it starts, right? Is that belief in yourself and in giving yourself some things. So we've got some Mama Love.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, Mama Love for you. I love Mama Love.
To give to you this.
And you don't have to be a mama for Mama Love. It's just like, you know, I'll just say, I'll call anyone mama, even if you're not a mama.
Girl boss
okay?
love.
Yeah.
Girl
Okay?
boss love.
Yes, that's good.
So,
that's good.
But thank you guys for taking the time and being here. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you post those. And you guys have a really amazing weekend.
Our kids are getting restless, so we've got to go. Bye, you guys. Thank you.